Well, hello lads, I welcome you all to a new episode of Shatter Time Rewind. Now, let's get right into it, shall we? The hell was that? The deed is done, Atazoth. You did good. You've successfully avenged Kotonoha and saved Natsuki's life. What are you going to do now? Oh, I'm not done yet. I can't leave this corpse out here for everyone to see. I get back to my feet and regain my balance. I walk back over to the bushes and leg out a large sandbag and some rope. I tie one end to the sandbag and the other to Joishiro's ankle as tight as I can. Then, with what strength I have, I heave the sandbag into the lake and Joishiro's carcass is dragged below the water with it. Good riddance. I make my way over to the bushes again and look over at the wheeled cart I took from Mom's garden. I did my best to make sure I brought everything I needed, including a way to take care of the murderer. Before that, I sorted through a first aid kit I brought along with me in case things didn't go quite as planned. Wincing from the stab wound in my torso, I'd say it was good thinking on my part. He didn't really stab anything important, thankfully. I'm able to apply some hydrogen peroxide to it and make it sting like hell before properly bandaging everything up. Smart Atazoth. Good. I think that will do good enough. I cannot speak, Jesus Christ. I'd like to hope no one ever finds out about this, considering there is no way I can explain how it happened. Alright, so you done away with the evidence. Now what? Now there's just one last stop I have to make. Oh wait, that's good though. Terankos now cannot do anything. Day 1. He made the sacrifice. Despite that earthquake going on, it looks like there wasn't any major damage done. Everything looks intact. Did anyone else even feel that? Not like I'm going to ask anyone right now, but I don't see anyone out here looking for potential damage. I guess there's nothing to worry about. Best to keep moving, and I'll take a quick drink. Nice music. It's my phone call. It's nice. And I'm here. I push past the front gate and leave the cart in the front yard. Once I head home, I'll just take it out back to where I got it. I just need to make sure she's okay. Well, it's like her father won't kill her now, I can't take that chance. He's no better than him, in my eyes. I stagger into the entrance as I open the door gently. No! Everything seems quiet so far. I check the time on my phone. Thinking back to when I saw him kill her, it's already past the usual time. If he hasn't done it by now, then hopefully he's not going to do it at all. I have no idea what to do about the knife. I know I stole it from here, but now it's a murder weapon, literally stained with blood. I decide to hold on it for a moment. For a moment, I cannot read. Wait, what? I decide to hold on to it for the moment. I cannot read, Jesus Christ. If anything, I'll just toss it in the trash after I clean it of all the blood and possibly my fingerprints. Smart! Good thinking, Atazoth. I'm very careful as I make my way upstairs and proceed with caution down the hall. I've come this far. I can't afford any screw-ups now. I'm right outside her door before I know it. I proceed to gently open the door. Stop gently opening! Please. There, looking out the window is Natsuki, alive and well. Huh, did she feel the earthquake too? She turns around and almost ready to scream until she sees me. The fear turns to concern as she rushes over me, the pendant dangling from her neck. All I can imagine is just like fucking from Jujutsu Kaisen when Gojo just came to Toji. Just for real. For real. Ah, I don't know what happened to you. You look like hell. I've been through hell and back. Yeah, I'll say. I can't believe you stuck a fork in the power outlet like that. What were you thinking, idiot? I did what I could to get you away from him. Terankos. I give a solemn nod. Thankfully, I haven't heard anything from her or Amy. You have no idea how happy I am to see you alive. There was that earthquake just a while ago and I just... Ah, nice. She wraps her arms around me without warning, embracing me as tight as she can. I wince in pain as I feel the stab wound acting up. She lets go of me. What's wrong? Did you get hurt? That's not important right now. I just wanted to make sure you were safe. If you mean safe from my dad? Yeah, I think so. Safe from Terankos? I have no idea. Did you feel that earthquake though? What was that? Yeah, it happened right after I was done taking care of business. Business? I don't know what's up with you. You're kind of freaking me out here. That didn't scare you even a little bit. So far nothing's bad happened, right? Huh? Well, no, but... Then don't worry about it too much. Besides, it's over now. There wasn't even any damage out there that I saw. Everything is fine. If you say so. You're still kind of giving off some weird vibes though, Atazoth. What's the matter? I already told you, nothing's wrong. In fact, things are going to be a lot better now. I finally managed to satisfy the conditions of the chorus. Really? Wait, what do you mean? The only way to do this is to make that exchange. You're not telling me that you... No, your father is okay. In fact, I came here specifically to make sure I hadn't done anything yet. The details aren't important right now, but what matters is that things are going to be fine for you. Natsuki looks at me very hesitantly. She takes a few steps back. What is it? What happened to you? This isn't you talking, is it, Terankos? Terankos has nothing to do with this, Natsuki. We're free now! We don't have to run away anymore. We can live out our lives and make things the way we want them to be. And if your father does try anything, I can stop him like I did with Shiro. Atazoth out here is going... He got that taste of blood now. He's not afraid to avenge his thirst for it once more. Shiro, what does that douchebag have to do with this? I'm not sure how to word it to her, or even if I should tell her. It seems I don't have to, as a look of horror spreads on her face. Did you actually? He killed Kotonoha. Huh? He was the one stalking her. He was behind all of that. When he got desperate, he broke into her house to scare her. She pulled a gun out on him, but he shoved it in her face when she tried to shoot him. He's the son of a bitch that murdered her. If anything, Kotonoha can finally be at peace and the world has one less person like him out on the streets. I don't believe what I'm hearing. You've changed. How can you say something like that so calmly? There's no doubt you could have done that. At least not on your own. Did Terankos poison your mind or something? I don't want to hear another word about Terankos. I'm feeling better than ever, Natsuki. This sensation, this power. I managed to accomplish so much, all of it just to protect you. Wow, my man's high of the power. He's literally Satoru Gojo. I don't know you anymore. You've completely lost your mind and now you're telling me you killed someone just to... It's all for you, Natsuki. All to make sure you live to see another day. I'm caught off guard when she slaps me so suddenly. I touch my cheek and look back at her, eyes filled with burning rage. This isn't you. Come back to me, Atazoth. Terankos is messing with your mind. You're a good person, Atazoth. This isn't like you. You have to stop. Who the hell are you? Hello, Natsuki's father. I turn around to see Natsuki's dad looming in the doorway, gun in hand. Kaito Sayori. Yeah, do I know you or something? What are you going to do with that? Are you going to force your daughter into your fucked up double suicide plan? What? How did you know I thought about that? Dad? Are you seriously? Natsuki, no. I thought about it, but I'm not, I swear. I just got my gun because I heard you talking to someone. I rushed over here to see who it was. Turns out it's this snack chick over here. What? What kind of an insult is that? Who the hell are you and why are you in my daughter's room? Shut it. You're no better than Shiro. In fact, No. Bro is going insane. Awesome. Bro has the taste for blood now. As I take out the knife from my back pocket, Kaito takes aim and fires the gun, getting me in the shoulder. No matter. I rush at him with the knife, but he fires another shot, disarming me. Shit, he's got some hell of good aim. As he tries to reload the gun, I make a sweep for his left, knocking him to the ground. Once he's on the floor, I give him a nice kick in the jaw for some payback. It looks like they knocked him out cold. I pick the knife back up and set my sights on him. What are you doing? What am I doing? Killing him before he kills you. As I turn back to face Natsuki, she grabs onto me, trying to pull the knife away from me. This is ridiculous. I saved her life and this is how she acts? Atazoth, stop! In the struggle, I shove her back, throwing her against the dresser. What? What was it? She looks up at me, a fire burning in her eyes through her tears. I look down at my hands and then back to her. That moment, I look back at Kaito lying on the ground. That whole time with Choishiro I was... What? What's wrong with you? I don't know. I throw the knife down and back away from her. This all feels like something out of a really messed up storybook fairy tale. I look at my hands again. I hurt Natsuki with these hands. I murdered idiot Choishiro with these hands. I almost murdered her father. It was myself back there. I just felt something coming over me. That whole time I thought Joshua, and now I was seriously about to kill another person. And I could have killed Natsuki. What's happened to me? It almost seems like no matter what I do, she's destined to get hurt. I strang so hard to fight it, but now I've just added to her pain. Tears start streaming from my face as well as I look over to her. She doesn't look as angry as she did before. She slowly walks over to me before stumbling to the ground. I fall to my knees to be beside her. Tears are rolling through her eyes as well, a sad smile breaking through. I'm sorry, Natsuki, I didn't mean to do it. She reaches out her hand to wipe away the tears from my eyes. She leans over to me and kisses me gently. I know you didn't. That is going to be okay. I heard from Amy that Terankos can poison people's minds. I'm pretty sure he was the one playing you like a fiddle. It's okay now, you're okay now. I love slam. Something connects with my head, sending me face first into the floor. Wait, again? Amy! Are you for real, Atazoth? Did you forget why we were doing this in the first place? Oh, look at me, I'm Atazoth, and I'm going to try and kill the girl I'm supposed to save. What kind of an idiot are you? And to think you are this close to figuring things out too. I bet even Mr. Bat can get any sense into that thick skull of yours. And just what are you doing here? You. Amy's tone of voice changes, this time matching when she was possessed by, oh no. You were meant to act as a guide to him, and look what you've done. He was this close to claiming 2 souls tonight. Possibly even a third had I not released my mental hold on him. Wait, he did what? So then he was screwing with my mind back there. This cannot stand, you hopeless fool. You are as much of a simpleton as he is. All you had to do was guide him while I poisoned his mind. It seems even that task was too much for you to comprehend. Lord Terankos, Enough. I will speak to you later. As for now, Amy, take care of this insolent fool. With pleasure. Amy, now in control of her body again, turns back to look at me. Amy, stop, you don't kill me. Terankos was the one screwing up his mind. What are you doing? Love and revenge take no prisoners, my dear Natsuki. You're insane. She's right. You really are insane, you know that? Sometimes you need to be creative in order to get results. Much like I had to be creative when I tinkered with Natsuki's emotions. What? Yes. Just as Atazoth revealed to you the circumstances of Amy's untimely divide, I took it upon myself to amplify some of those hurt emotions and direct all that anger toward Atazoth. Thank you for this explanation. Now I'm much more satisfied with what happened at the roof. So that was you the entire time? No wonder I felt like I lost control. So not only did you mess with his mind, but you messed with mine too. Precisely my point. Admittedly, tinkering with emotions like love and anger were my sister's specialty. Although I think I'm starting to get the hang of things. Let's see if you're still confident when I'm done ripping on your head. Natsuki lunges at her, but Amy moves away and pinches her where her shoulder meets her neck. Natsuki falls to the floor unconscious. What is this martial arts BS? Nah, that's funny. What did you do to her? I'm not going to let things end this way, Atazoth. This is unacceptable. And now, Atazoth, I hereby discharge you from duty. Before I can say anything, my face is introduced to Mr. Bad one last time. Another loop? No. What? Where am I? Oh no, he's that actually this time. No! I have to say, you sure took your time getting here, Atazoth. Kotonoha? The one and only. There, standing in the middle of the room, is Kotonoha Higurashi. You asked if you'd see me again when you died, right? Well, here I am. I ran over to her without hesitation. That smug grin of hers gives way to tears as she embraces me. I return the favor, holding her like I could easily lose her again. I can't hold back my own tears as I feel her warmth. I missed you. I know. I missed you too. Time hasn't been very kind to you, has it? No. She lets go of me after a while, and I hesitantly do the same. She takes a few steps back. Atazoth, you've really gotten yourself in a heap of trouble this time. I know. Don't worry, it's not your fault, I'm very well aware of that. A lot of people have fallen for no less throughout history, whether he was involved or not. You mean Terankos? Yuri told you as much as she could, didn't she? So, now you know. Yuri, my mom, my aunt, my grandmother, and myself were descendants of the Dark Interloper. I cannot speak. Specifically the descendants of blood racers who turned their back on that twisted cult. My whole family was ashamed of the dark secret, and yet we still did our best to live normal lives. It seems like misfortune always has a way of showing itself in the worst ways. Koto, I'm sorry things turned out the way they did, Atazoth. I wasn't in a good headspace when I pulled that gun out on Joishiro. You were terrified. I don't think anyone would have been able to stay calm in that situation. I suppose you're right. Still though, I feel as though I might have still left if I hadn't been so hasty. There's a cold silence between us. Kotonoha speaks again. I understand that you were angry, even furious at Joishiro for what he did. I don't blame you. Even now I still hate him with a burning passion. But to see him have this effect on you to the point you would murder him... No, Koto, please, I didn't know what else to do. Please, you have to understand, it was the twisted freak poisoning my mind. I'm not angry at you, Atazoth, so don't even cherish the thought. I'm just sad that Terankos and Yugral used those feelings to manipulate you the way they did. Yugral, you mean the Omen guy? Wait, so then you saw all that? I did. I know you're not entirely for it, Hira, so I'm not angry at you. I never was. I love you, Kotonoha. I wanted you to be everything to me. And now you've been forced to carry on without me. I give a tearful nod. She hit the nail right on the head. You have no idea how long I waited to hear you say that, Atazoth. I loved you dearly. I would have liked nothing more than to have been your girlfriend, or even wife if things worked out in our favor. Oh no, come on. She wistfully looks out the window as she says that, trying to hide her expression. After all this time? Always, now and forevermore. I feel my knees give out on me as I fall to the ground. Koto rushes over to help me back up. I would have liked nothing more than to have her by my side, to hear her say all this to me. Not only is it a dream come true, but also a cruel reminder that it will never happen. I feel myself crying harder than I ever have. I hadn't cried this much since the passing of my grandmother. Kotonoha just holds on to me as I cry on her shoulder. She nuzzles herself against me, gently stroking the back of my head. It doesn't take long before she starts erupting in tears herself. I miss you, Koto. I miss you so much. I miss you too, Atazoth. I'm so sorry. I just don't want you to be sad anymore. I don't want to see you hurting so much. That's why I was hoping Natsuki could be there for you when I could no longer be. I pull away from her a little and look into those striking lavender eyes that were so glossy and filled with tears. Natsuki? That's right. I knew she was very lonely the same way you were after I passed away. She asked me about you every so often, and it seemed to me like you would have gotten along so well. After seeing you go out with her, I'm glad to know my intention was right. So you mean you're okay with me? Of course I am, Atazoth. I brought her to you specifically so you wouldn't be so sad and lonely anymore. I felt like the two of you were like kindred spirits. She holds on to me even tighter now. It's too bad I ruined everything. She probably hates me now for everything. She doesn't hate you, Atazoth, but I heard her, Koto. Despite that, Atazoth, she doesn't hate you. She knows those two messed with your mind. She knows that it wasn't you. If I can even get to see her again. I really did love her, Koto. I don't know why I did that. I know you did, Atazoth. It's not your fault though, like I said. She knows that. I knew you two would have been good together. I know you're right. Come on, don't be so sad. The thing is just, nothing's been the same with you gone. I can't find any meaning or happiness in anything. Everything just felt empty without you. When she came along though, it was like a light switch got flipped in my head. I was afraid if I started going out with her and even falling in love with her, it'd be an insult to her memory, no better than if I forgot about you. I never wanted to make you angry or sad that I forgot you. I know it sounds stupid, but that's what it felt like to me. I know you'd never want to insult my memory, but at the same time, you have to keep moving forward with your life. You wouldn't be forgetting about me, Atazoth, and I'd never be angry or sad about you trying to move forward. I just want you to be happy and live a long, fulfilled life, Atazoth. Sadly, I just can't be there in person to enjoy it with you. Her voice becomes very shaky and her ears start to take over. Even so, I will always be with you until the end of time itself, Atazoth. I don't want you to ever forget that. No matter what happens, I will always be with you and I'll always be looking out for you. Just look over your shoulder, Atazoth, and I'll be there with you. Koto, you'll be in my heart, as much as I'll be in yours. Even if you can't see me or hear me, no one is ever truly gone. She reluctantly lets go of me once again. We both start to calm ourselves down after a while. Sadly, Terankos has disrupted my hopes for you having a fulfilling life with this Kurosei Medianact. Right. I don't even know what to do anymore, Koto. Yuri was trying to look for the answer, but she couldn't find any solid leads. She told you how both our mothers split the ancient texts between themselves after the grandmother passed, right? Yeah? Before I say anything though, let me ask Atazoth. Did Natsuki tell you why she did the curse herself? She said it was because I died. She didn't tell you how you died though, did she? Well, no. It's because she didn't want to tell you. Rather, it was because she couldn't remember. That pendant, Cousin Yuri, serves another purpose. It's also known as a memory pendant and can help someone recover lost memories if activated properly. I'm assuming somehow Natsuki got it to work as it started to slowly give her back some lost memories. Meanwhile, you weren't able to activate it in the time it was with you. I guess so. I only bought it twice. No, it's okay. I don't think it was even aware she had it among all those other objects. The effects of the pendant haven't fully kicked in yet just due to the nature of the curse. She only remembers a few things. The way you stopped the curse is sadly how this all started. What do you mean? You died that night on June 3rd because your feelings of grief and sadness, combined with your depression, it all became too much to bear. You really felt as though life wasn't worth living anymore. You took your own life that night, leaving your mom to grieve for losing her only son? And the last person she had left after losing her own mother and divorcing her ex-husband. I killed myself? Yes. Your mom wasn't the only one devastated. The news affected Natsuki a great deal too. I know she can be a little rough around the edges, but she really did fancy you. She just wasn't willing to admit it to herself yet. So when Amy proposed doing the so-called ritual to save you, she took her up on the offer with no questions asked. That is how she got mixed up into all of this. In turn, when she ended the curse on her own terms, that led Amy to make the same deal with you when your life was spared. This whole time, Amy's just been doing this like some messed up cycle. Good grief. So you're telling me the only way to end this curse is to kill myself. Wait, but what about the other times I did it? Wouldn't those have worked? You only did that as a means to either get away from Terankos or restart the loop. Natsuki dying also results in having to restart the loop again. The closest you came to getting it right was when the both of you jumped off the roof. You did that out of love because you wanted to save her. That's why. To effectively end the loop, you have to willingly sacrifice her life with the intention of seeing that hers will go on. In other words, do it because you have a wish to see her live, not because you want to restart the loop or because you make rash decisions. I think I understand. There's still a lot to take in though. So then this whole time, the answer was to willingly exchange my life for hers? Yes. Terankos has a cruel sense of humor that way. I only knew about the curse because I read the ancient text that contained the mention of it. I actually tore out the page from the book Yuri has because I was worried she might try to do something to save her deceased father. That was you then? Correct. Uncle Yashiro died to a chronic illness, though, so there would have been no saving him. His death took a heavy toll on Yuri, and I didn't want to see her try to do anything too drastic, like bring him back. Looks like I caused a bit of a dead end with her search. It's understandable, I guess. I was just trying to look out for her. It's going to be hard to come to terms with this. That's why I was hoping no one would ever have to get entangled with this dark magic. Unfortunately, I wasn't aware that someone like Amy was out there and willing to serve Terankos so faithfully. I don't think anyone could have seen that coming, although it does explain part of the reason why she's so weird and creepy at times. We both share a slightly nervous laugh with one another before looking out the window. So where even is this place? Am I dead? No, not yet anyway. Think of it as a purgatory of sorts. Right now your soul is about to go through the reincarnation cycle that you call return by death. I just decided to try and step in to see you one more time. I attempted to do this a few other times, but I never got anywhere. This time, however, it looks like it worked. If only I had been successful before Yugirel and Terankos poisoned your mind, and before you killed Joishiro. Huh. So we're not really in school right now? No. Our mind is actually projecting this place. I only here as a bit of a guest, you might say. This looks a lot like the classroom where you held me after I broke down about Joishiro's text messages, wouldn't you say? To be honest, all the classrooms in that school look the same to me after a while. Huh? Am I wrong though? Koto playfully shoves me and sticks her tongue out at me. Oh, come on now. We're ruining the moment here. We laugh to ourselves as we resume looking out the window. Kotonoha heaves a heavy sigh as she looks up at the orange sky. It's almost time for me to go now, Atazoth. I don't want to leave you again, but I'm kind of pushing my luck here enough as it is. I don't want you to go, but I understand. At least now I can properly say goodbye to you, Koto. It will never truly be a goodbye, Atazoth. It's just as I said, no one is ever truly gone. Where there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. Whether that parting is a short one or a long one, that is entirely up to you. Under words, Atazoth, it's never truly goodbye and we will see each other again. Someday. Until that day comes, I will never forget how happy you made me feel on those days together. I'll be waiting here, faithfully, for you. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's a gleam of triumph in her eyes as she looks at me once more. I'm sure Natsuki might be able to figure something out now that she has the pendant. Likewise, her and Mio's are still there with those rings. For now, though, I might not be physically there with you, but you have to be strong and keep holding on. Not just now, but for the future once this is all over. You just have to hold on. I love you, Kotonoha. I love you, Atazoth. Farewell for now. She looks wistful at me, almost ready to cry again. My body acts on its own as I embrace her one last time. She returns the favor and we both start crying again. This bond between us can't be broken. I will be here. Don't you cry, cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart from this day on, now and forevermore. I am melting to Kotonoha's embrace as I feel my consciousness fade away once more. Heavy episode, Jesus Christ. Well, lads, as a new time loop starts, another time to end the episode. I hope you all enjoyed. This was Bloody Heavy Jesus. And well, I'll see you later. Bye bye.